Is WKYT News.
Day 5 in the search for the I-75 shooter, the latest details on the manhunt, and the growing reward for his arrest. Plus, Harris and Trump both claim victory in their first presidential debate, a recap of the matchup. And WKYT's blood drive with the Kentucky Blood Center is underway. What donors need to know before rolling up their sleeve? Welcome to Mid-Morning. I'm Destiny Quinn. It's shaping up to be another beautiful day here in the Commonwealth. Alexa, how's our forecast looking?
Oh, Destiny, it is looking wonderful. Lots of sunshine for your middle of the week forecast on our Wednesday. I mean, downtown Lexington, still another day. Clear, blue skies. What a beautiful way to start off, like I said, the middle of the week. Those temperatures, too, have really been progressing nicely throughout our day. We are finally in the 70s here in Lexington. 71, we've got a 70 in Mount Sterling, 70 in Moorhead. You can see a few stragglers in the 60s. We've got 2 61s for Hazard and Harlan at the moment, but they're catching up to us as we continue to watch that sunshine's impacts. Look at this. It's been a minute since we've looked at temperatures across the U.S. and actually seen some blanketed warmth, because that cold pool was really pesky the past couple days. It's finally pushed off towards parts of the northeast, and it's going to allow us to warm up nicely throughout our day. I mean, we're expecting temperatures in the mid to upper 80s for our forecast today, and we're keeping it dry. Now, everything is set to start switching up tomorrow for our forecast. We've been on this warming trend, and we're supposed to stay calm, but that high pressure region that's been protecting us from really any activity, it's sliding out of the way, and we are getting ready to see some effects from a tropical system headed towards us. So I'll have more on that here in just a few more moments. Destiny?
Thanks, Alexa. We're now in the 5th day of the search for a suspected mass shooter. Police say the man on your screen, Joseph Couch, shot 5 people on I-75 Saturday. He's facing 5 counts of attempted murder and 5 counts of assault. Local, state, and federal officials are executing a widespread ground and air search for Couch. They say they don't have any evidence that he's left the Daniel Boone National Forest. They urge anyone with information to submit a tip.
We never know the smallest little tip what it's going to lead to. So please, the citizens of Kentucky and Laurel County and Rockcastle County, continue to call us and give us this information. We're going to come out and investigate it.
A reward for information leading to Couch's arrest is now at $35,000. Leaders are trying to keep everyone safe while the search is ongoing. Schools are staying closed and some events are being canceled. Lucy Bryson is live in Laurel County to tell us how this is affecting the community.
Well, Destiny, as we make our way through day 5 of this manhunt that's happening right here in Laurel County, some schools, like Laurel County schools and some in the surrounding areas, have made that decision to shut their doors. And some of them are doing that for the 3rd day in a row. But for our neighbors over in Rockcastle County, for students, staff, and teachers, that's not the case. They decided to head back to school today for the first time since these major closures because of this manhunt. What you're seeing on your screen right about now is the post that Rockcastle County Schools posted last night announcing their return to classes today. They define this school day as a lockout day. The district explains in the post that at the lowest level of an alert in the community, that will mean dismissal. It also notes that all students and staff will remain inside the school for the entire day, and if they have to leave, they'll be escorted out of there. Exterior doors and classroom doors are also going to remain locked too. Now, the school has limited comments on that post, but just doing a personal scroll through social media, it's easy to see that some parents are expressing their disappointment in the district for having class anyways. One parent I reached out to told me that she shared her frustrations in a message to me saying, quote, "I feel it has taken law enforcement away from their duties to protect the community as a whole. We need all law enforcement on deck to find this man before another attack occurs," end quote. Now, that is just one parent that we have heard from. We are attempting to reach out to multiple parents that have expressed concerns on social media and speak to them about their opinion on all of this. We've also reached out to the school, and we haven't heard back from them yet. If you join me on WKYT News at noon, I'm going to have an update with all of the responses that I have gotten back from this. Join us in just about 2 hours for that update. For now, live in Laurel County, I'm Lucy Bryson, WKYT.
Thanks, Lucy. County leaders are talking to us about the search for Joseph Couch. Laurel County Judge Executive David Westerfield declared a state of emergency Monday morning. He says he's been in contact with Governor Beshear since the declaration. Extra resources from the county are being offered to help the search, like message boards and delivering food. He says the state of emergency may influence school closures, but it doesn't mandate them.
We don't know if he's still active or if he's done anything to himself to hurt himself. And I guess they just don't want the buses traveling the roads and him possibly still holding a firearm that he could damage the bus and the kids.
The Kentucky Baptist Association in Laurel County is also providing food for those searching. They'll serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can follow updates on the manhunt on the WKYT News app. Just scan the QR code on your screen. It'll send push alerts to your phone notifying you of breaking news. You can also track the latest on WKYT.com. The first and possibly only debate between Vice President Harris and former President Trump wrapped up last night. They hit on key issues like the economy, abortion, and immigration. Razor-thin margins currently separate the two in the battleground states. That's according to CBS News polls. Trump spent time touting accomplishments under his administration, while Harris tried to distance herself from Biden.
She is Biden. You know, she's trying to get away from Biden.
I am not Joe Biden, and I am certainly not Donald Trump. And what I do offer is a new generation of leadership for our country.
Both campaigns are pausing today to mark the anniversary of 9/11. Tomorrow, Harris is in North Carolina and Trump is in Arizona. One person has been arrested after a deadly shooting in Wayne County. It happened near Highway 766 just before noon yesterday. According to Wayne County Emergency Management, one person was killed in the shooting. Officials searched in the woods near the scene before eventually finding a suspect. We will continue to follow this story and bring you updates as we learn more. A grand jury will soon consider the case against Joseph Collette. He's accused of shooting a man and killing a dog in Laurel County. Collette appeared in court yesterday. He faces charges including attempted murder in connection with a shooting on August 31st. He's accused of breaking into a home, then shooting a man and narrowly missing a 4-year-old child. Collette is scheduled to be back in court September 20th. His bond is still set at $100,000. Police in Richmond are warning of a scam. They say that a woman is posing as a local realtor. Police say the woman's been reaching out to prospective home buyers and offering services on legitimate for-sale addresses. She then asked the buyer to pay an application fee through PayPal. Richmond police say realtors should not reach out to you if you didn't message them first. You can ask to see their realtor license or search online to see if the person is legitimate. They ask that you report these scams to local authorities. A University of Kentucky researcher is hoping to better prepare the world for the next pandemic. The Herald Leader reports Associate Professor Scott Berry is leading the $18 million project. It'll monitor changes in the environment to predict what diseases could affect humans. The technology does exist, but it's costly. The project hopes to make it more accessible and focus on less developed countries. WKYT's Blood Drive with the Kentucky Blood Center kicks off today. You can donate at one of 5 locations in Lexington, Frankfort, Somerset, and Corbin. Mariah Congito is live at the Kentucky Blood Center. Mariah, what do donors need to know?
Hey Destiny, we are getting things going here. We have a few donors behind us sitting in the chairs. So a lot of people are already heading in the door, and we're hearing that we're getting calls at several of the centers for people wanting to come in. Mandy, this is such a big deal because blood supply is so important. We've heard that throughout the summer, those blood supplies are low.
Absolutely. You know, people have things they do in the summer. They take vacations, they go on trips, schools aren't in session. So it kind of takes a big hit on the blood supply. And so as people get back into fall and start getting back into routines, we want to encourage them to get back out and donate.
Yeah, so we've been here for about an hour now, and you guys, like we said, have already had a lot more people walking in the doors at all locations?
Absolutely. Our call center's been getting calls for people making appointments, so we know it's working, just them hearing from us, being out here. So we want to see that continue to climb throughout the day.
And there are some incentives. You're holding one of those, and we want to talk about why it says Fight Cancer on that t-shirt. This is one of the prizes you're going to get if you donate today.
Yeah, absolutely. So most people don't know this, but 25% of the blood supply goes to help cancer patients. So lots of people that are receiving cancer treatment need blood products as part of their treatment plan or to recuperate after chemotherapy and radiation, as that takes a toll on their red blood cells. And so they need that kind of to revitalize their spirit to keep fighting. So, we want to kind of draw attention to the fact there's a lot of cancer awareness months that happen in September and October. And we wanted to kind of note that, but note the role that blood donors play in the fight against cancer.
Yeah, so of course everyone's going to walk away with a shirt. They're also going to get a coupon from Chick-fil-A and a cookie from Donut Days. But obviously it is 9/11, a very significant day, a very significant anniversary. Talk about the importance of the blood supply and how 9/11 had an impact on people wanting to come out and donate.
I think there's kind of milestone events in people's lives that they remember, and 9/11, really changed. People lined up for days to donate blood, really hopeful that we could save lives. I mean, obviously, unfortunately, the events were so catastrophic that there wasn't a lot of life-saving that was able to be done, but the blood center was open 24 hours a day that week. People were lined up around the block. It was an incredible show of support, and I think for a lot of people it made them realize the importance of having blood on the shelves. And so many people still come out and mark this anniversary. It's Patriot Day. We want people to take action in some way, and there's only so many things you can do, but I think giving blood is a great way to honor first responders and people who lost their lives on 9/11.
Absolutely. And real quickly, touch on all the locations that people can go to, because there's really no excuse today, right, to get out to a location.
Absolutely. We've got 2 donor centers here in Lexington. We have a donor center in Frankfort, one in Corbin, which is our Tri-County location, and then Somerset. So within the viewership of WKYT, there's really some place you can get to today or tomorrow and donate, and just make it a point to get out there and just spend an hour of your lives helping to save someone else's.
Yeah, a really quick, easy process. Looking for about 300 donors today?
Between today and tomorrow, we really want to get 300 donors at those locations, but don't count on somebody else to do the work for you. Go ahead and make your appointment. I say to people, the most important blood type is the one that you have to a patient that needs it.
Awesome. So every location, 9 to 6 today and tomorrow. Come on out and help save a life. Back to you, Destiny.
We can all make a difference. Thanks, Mariah. Coming up on WKYT Mid-Morning, how first responders in Lexington are remembering 9/11.